From Top Gun Maverick, our guest is Monica Barbaro. Welcome to the KJ Today Show, your place for the positive vibes of pop culture, people to know, and pets. Hi, Monica.
Hi.
Oh, my goodness.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you this beautiful morning? Is it early for you?
It is. It is early, but we go to set pretty early too, so it feels like a cozy set day. My dad used to live in Indianapolis for a long time. I've been there a fair amount.
Oh, no kidding. Have you ever been to our big race? We're just days away from the Indy 500.
I haven't. He has been several times and said great things, but I have not. I went to the track. I walked on the track, but
Okay.
I didn't. Not during race time.
Well, I'm going to talk to some people because we always have celebrities come out, wave the green flag, like Adam Driver's going to be here on Sunday. I think between everything you've done, you need to stand on that platform and wave the flag for those gentlemen to start their engines.
That sounds great.
Well, let's talk about everything you've done, because I know for you, Top Gun Maverick was a long time ago. Like, you filmed that and it took forever to come out. But for us, it's like, man, she just went from Top Gun and Tom Cruise, and now she's in Fubar with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Have you had a chance to take this all in?
I mean, I think because it has actually taken a very long time, I have. We started filming Top Gun almost 5 years ago now. It took 10 months to film and was supposed to come out early, or mid 2020, but early in the pandemic. And, as that kept pushing, we all just sort of sat on it and talked to each other a lot and supported each other while we waited and, went through a, worldwide pandemic. And yeah, I mean, I think somewhere in there, I think around the same time that I got to screen Top Gun, I was offered Fubar, like in the fall of 2020, and met Arnold and was ready to go on that. And then the writers went to the writer's room, and that takes a long time, as it should. And it all actually felt like, I think internally, my team and my reps, everyone keeps talking about, how much I have to wait for things. But I think like the illusion is that it's all like popping out of nowhere and like just extreme success all at once.
And we are talking about Fubar, which is on Netflix and actually hits the platform tomorrow. So finally, no more waiting for you. Can you talk about, obviously what it is like? Because I think we're all very fascinated with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he seems like such a great guy, such a fun guy, and this show seems like just completely in his element. What was it like for you to find out, you're going to be the leading female with Arnold Schwarzenegger in Fubar?
It was really exciting. I mean, so Skydance is, they're one of the producers on the show, on the series. And even, before Netflix took it on, this was their project. And I worked with them on Top Gun. So I knew some of them pretty well, particularly a producer named Dana Goldberg. And then she called me up one day and was like, "Hey, we have a proposal for you," which was, I mean, I've been offered a couple things, but this was a pretty huge one to be offered and not even, auditioned for, which was not the norm for me. So that was very exciting. And then Nick hopped on the phone with me and pitched the show, and Nick Santora, our creator, and he just gave a great pitch. And then I hopped on the phone with Arnold, and we got to meet, and Arnold was game. And then we pitched it to all the networks. And Netflix, it was, I think, a bit of a bidding war, but Netflix won out. And it's, a happy home for the show for sure. And it was just kind of a no-brainer.
Is there a huge difference these days in the movie shoots versus the TV series? Because I know there was a time where, for actors, it was like, you got to do movies, not TV. And now it seems like it's with streaming kind of going the other way.
Yeah, I think there's a lot to be had. And I mean, I think there's a lot of fun to be had in shooting a series. I think you get to tell stories more thoroughly because you get more time. It's a longer project for most film actors, although for me, I mean, Top Gun, we shot for 10 months. So for me, my film experience is probably the longest shoot I've done. But, I think it's also funny because it feels, it almost feels like it doesn't earn the name TV anymore. I mean, these are series for sure, but I think, like, to me, TV was very much the commercial entity. And by that, I mean, with a lot of commercials breaking up the entertainment. And so this just feels like something else,
Yes. Oh, and I think the bar has been set so high now with these series.
Yeah.
It's amazing as the viewer to have this kind of entertainment. I want to go to a couple of fan questions, Monica. Number one, Danny said, KJ, you and Monica have more in common than you know. I follow her on Instagram. She loves her dogs. She does charity work for animals, and she works with Make-A-Wish, which are all the things that I do. So let's start off by talking about your puppy and the work that you do with shelters.
Oh my gosh. I actually have not worked with Make-A-Wish yet. My sister-in-law of mine, works with them, and they're incredible, and I would love to. I haven't gotten to yet. But yeah, my pup is a real sweetheart. He's a rescue. I was absolutely only going to adopt a rescue. And I used to do some work with NKLA here, the No Kill Shelter, and the Best Friends Animal Society. When I was in Chicago shooting one of the Chicago series shows, I fostered a dog, which was just incredible. And then I love the dental barn here in LA, and I think they have another one in Tennessee, and I think they might actually have 2 more locations now.
I think they do. I follow them on Instagram. They're amazing.
Oh, amazing! Yeah, I've it's been a bit of I've been in a work hole for the last year or 2, so I'm definitely right now looking for the next thing. I would love to collaborate in a more impactful way with any animal rights advocacy group. I think there's a lot of ocean conservancy groups that I think are really incredible, and that's awesome. What kind of work do you do?
Well, I'm the kitty correspondent for Pet Pals TV, which so my job is to go find positive stories about the cats. And so I work with Grateful Rescue here, which is a huge sanctuary that takes in dogs and cats. I work with Indie Neighborhood Cats, so we go into the community and do the TNR. And I just am always excited when somebody else that I know, especially a woman who's kicking ass like you, is out there also making sure that people are aware of adoption and taking care of the little critters we love and the animals on the planet too.
Yeah, my sister does a ton of cat rescue in Long Beach too. So, especially during the pandemic, it just was there were a lot of unneutered, unspayed cats having lots of kittens.
Yeah, so we're still recovering from that. I mean, I think it's going to be a bit before we catch up. But now that you have put it out there that you have some time and you would be interested, I have a feeling you're going to hear from some rescues and shelters and great projects and be able to choose what you want to do. So. Thank you very much. If you come back to Indy, let us know. I'm going to champion for you to be waving that green flag because you are amazing. We'd love to have you here. Best of luck with Fubar on Netflix. And thanks so much for being on the show.
Oh, thanks so much.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.